Hello and welcome to your new summer job. I'm here to talk to you some of the things that you can expect to see in your first week here and help you start this new and exciting career path. You actually are first guard to work at this location, but this job should be fairly easy. Nothing really goes on during the night except for robbery, pranks, and etc. But we really haven't experienced any of those things. But to be aware, the animatronics do walk around at night and during the day to keep your servers from locking up. So don't worry about the place that's haunted. Now that being said, if you're ever trying to find where the people are, they pretty much want to entertain you. You know, they don't want to hurt you. Also, you have 2 things to maintain. Well, more likely 3. You have flashlight, power, and the mask is toxic, so you don't wear that for too long. That's also one thing to maintain is your oxygen. And I don't think you also want the place going dark. Also, that being said, please keep the power generated at all times. They currently cannot afford proper power just yet. Now, to welcome you to this job, we give you an empty Freddy head, but during development of the building, I think some dust and other toxic type things may have gotten into it. So I don't think it's a good idea to wear for too long. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, make sure nobody gets in, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hello? See, I told you your first night would be a problem. By now you might have noticed the music box in one of the party rooms. That is brand new. They just moved into the building 3 days ago. That is a replacement for the gift-giving animatronic that we used to have here. He kept the kids happy until one day a kid came and tore him apart. But he is stored in the basement, so he shouldn't be able to wander around. And the part that scares me about the puppet thing, it can go anywhere. So to prevent that, just wind up the music box, and it should hold in place for about a few seconds. The animatronics have been also acting really strange lately. The CEO assumed there was a glitch in the system. They don't know how badly the glitch is or what it can exactly cause yet. But I'll update you whenever they find out. Don't worry. Before they even opened up the place, they had a yellow suit instead of a brown one. The yellow one was supposed to be Freddy. But you can see dust marks so very easily on the yellow one. So the CEO switched it to a brown one, and the yellow suit happens to be right in the storage basement. I'll be honest, I think the CEO has OCD or something. Anyways, that's his problem. I'll let you go back to work. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
watching.